EMS, Boxing Gym. Check it out, study some of those videos there. The guy's phenomenal.
Fight fam, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification. Class in session. Shakur is known to absolutely destroy high guards, but contrary to what most fans believe, it's not because of hand speed or any type of athleticism. It's purely mechanical. I'll make a longer video about exposing high guards, but long story short, functional high guards rely on a specific posture and weight distribution. Both hands being up towards the cheekbone mean a forward center of gravity, giving a forward posture which balances out front foot heavy. Push the high guard practitioner to the rear foot and the high guard doesn't function properly. With that said, Shakur will first try to break that posture by posting with the lead hand to straighten that spine, then attack the body. Most high guard practitioners today end up mostly balanced at some point, meaning their head is on or near the center line, or what we call the A slot. From that position, neither side is loaded, so any circular punch will be less powerful. They'd also have to move their head to a different slot to avoid hooking wide, aka outside their own frame, and leaving an immediate opening as they punch. Without dropping their hands from their guard, exposing the chin, only straight punches are available to them. Shakur clearly understands how a high guard functions and knows exactly how to exploit it. So secondly, Shakur will attack high guard opponents whose heads are in the A slot by keeping the guard occupied in those straight punch lanes clogged with either quick probes or power and rapid combination. From this position, if any hook you throw is wide and you have to drop your hands to throw uppercuts, and I can clog the lane for straight punches, then I can keep your hands at home completely. With Shakur, the initial strikes will purposely be thrown at gloves to physically manipulate the guard. Shakur will decide to either probe the power or just power through based on the opponent's ability or willingness to counter out that position. If you're not showing any signs of countering, he'll mainly probe to slightly sweep or peel the guard to clear the lanes for his actual punches. If the opponent has shown they will counter from the position, then the whole combination is thrown with steam, including the punches to the gloves. Shakur is also underrated when it comes to his body work, which is naturally more devastating as changing levels means you're naturally sitting down or loading punches. The level change inherently opens up lanes to targets on high guards, and at some point, opponents tend to sacrifice the body because of the bombardment Shakur has put on the head. Shakur often walks opponents in the offense through the use of disengaging, aka stepping back or laterally out of range. The nonchalant steps entice opponents to follow to regain the same range and equal positioning. But anytime you follow in boxing, you're moving on your opponent's timing, which also means you aren't set in a boxing stance and your opponent knows exactly when. Those simple half steps opponents take to follow take away their base momentarily, so where Shakur has stepped back and got set, you're now stepping forward on his timing with one or the other foot off the ground. No matter what guard the opponent uses, about half the mechanics are taken away due to one foot being in the air. Most of the time, opponents are forced to shell up, and we already know how Shakur treats high guards. These last two are quick and basic, but I felt they were necessary to show. Starting from a wide base stance, Shakur uses hop steps to close distance quickly. A A hop step is an instantaneous darting forward movement initiated by pushing off the back foot while lifting the front foot simultaneously, having both feet off the ground and landing with both feet into an evenly balanced or slightly rear foot heavy wide stance. A lot to explain, but simple to do. I thought it important to point out that in a wide stance, there is no wider half step forward or backward that won't put a fighter off balance and out of a functional boxing stance, and it certainly won't be quick. So if you start with the wide stance, you're forced to pendulum step or hop step or be vulnerable. In the open stance, Shakur makes sure he has outside lead foot positioning when hop stepping to line up his rear hand for the jab, rear hand cross, or hook combination. I didn't want to leave this out because all jabs aren't created equal, and this is how a jab is supposed to look. Shakur's jab speed has less to do with athleticism and more to do with technical form and skill. Shakur's jab is a piston, which simply means it moves smoothly and quickly in a straight line. The lead hand doesn't drop then go forward. His shoulder or hip doesn't move forward before the hand. The glove doesn't raise up then go forward. He doesn't turn the glove before it starts to go forward. His jab goes straight from where it is and how it is to the target with no wasted movement. Efficiency gives the illusion of fast regardless of his natural hand speed. Fight fam. Boxing is called the sweet science for a reason. Every slip, every counter, every trap, it's all hidden in the details. At Boxing Gems, we break down those details frame by frame so fans can see the art behind the fight. If you enjoy our YouTube film studies and want to go deeper down the rabbit hole, Patreon is the place. It helps us keep producing high quality breakdowns without worrying about algorithms, and it gives you exclusive access to the content that can't make it on the YouTube. Get extended live stream breakdowns with more detail and analysis. Ask your own questions in the 24/7 chats, decide what fights or fighters we cover, and get personalized private analysis. Gain access to our thriving betting community as well as Boxing Gems weekly picks and much more. Your support means we can keep studying the sport we love and showing why boxing is the most beautiful science. Join the Boxing Gems community on Patreon and let's keep breaking down the fight game together. This is Ryan, professional boxing analyst and founder of Boxing Gems Film Study. Film don't lie.